In 2025, the expected revenue America's going to bring in is about $30 trillion, making America the 9th richest country in the entire world. Despite all the money that America brings in, so many Americans are still struggling, with America having some of the worst poverty among any of the countries within the top 10. The poverty rate in America is about 11.6%, totaling out to about 37 million people. But in my opinion, those numbers are heavily understated. The average income in 2025 is about $39,000 to $40,000 a year. And I want you to take a good guess at what the average income was in the year 2000. $35,000. That means over the last 25 years, through all the inflation, through the recessions, through all the tariffs and the taxes on trading, the average income has went about $4,000 to $5,000. And I've also seen some research that you can find online where the average income around the year 2000 was about $40,000. The income has stayed the same, but the prices have skyrocketed, and yet we're supposed to still make a living. About 57 to 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Paycheck to paycheck, these are people with families, bills, etc. If something was to happen to over half of Americans right now, like a life-changing incident, their entire world would be flipped upside down. They might be homeless within a month because so many people are living paycheck to paycheck. So this leads me to my question: will money bring me happiness? And you know, this originally seems like an easy question, of course. You know, with happiness, you can buy anything you want. How could you ever be sad when you have all the money to buy whatever can make you happy? But on this journey to like making a whole bunch of money, you're trying to get as much money as possible. You realize like how important time and the concept of that is. The more time you're spending trying to make this money, the more time you're being taken away from doing other things you love, spending time with people you love. And I look at some of these richest people on the planet, and let's just take Elon Musk, for example. This guy right here, it's funny how he went from one of the most loved, and I guess he still does have an extremely loyal fan base behind him, but just all the stuff with Trump and how he was dancing around on stage, and him and Trump, their relationship blowing up online, it all just looks really fucking goofy. So I had to really dig a little harder. Elon Musk is worth $411 billion. I want you to try to let that sink in. Almost $500 billion. A trillion doesn't even sound like a real number, let alone a billion. I be walking around with $2,000 thinking I'm the man. Like, I got so much fucking bread. And that doesn't even scrape the surface. I've never once touched 10 bands. And so how the hell can I even fathom the idea of $1 billion? It would take you 79 years to count to 1 billion. And this nigga Elon has 411 of those. But what Elon also has is 3 different divorces. You know, money can bring him together with these women. You know, he can sit around and dance on stage. But I mean, but I guess, does it really matter? I mean, he can have any woman he wants. But if you're getting married to all of them and they're taking some of your bread, like, I just feel like that's not bringing you happiness, you know? Even though he's definitely not worried about that bread, but just still. Money is something that I want, and it's something I'm willing to chase and really work hard for, because they don't just give millions of dollars to anybody. You know, you have to lay that foundation and you have to keep working, and that's just not going to be easy. You know, let's say for example YouTube, if I really want to do something with this, I have to continue to stay consistent. I have to keep putting those hours in, and it's not like I can just put the rest of my life on hold and fully focus on this full time. I have to keep doing this on the side full time while I'm doing that other shit to make it happen. And then eventually make this a full-time thing, and I'll have all that time. But you have to be willing to make some sacrifices to get to the place that you want. But that money shit doesn't unlame you. I mean, at the end of the day, who are you without the money? You know, would Elon still be? Hell no. You know, that's all I have to say. I don't even have to finish that statement. And so, for a dude like me though, I think the money really would bring me happiness, because I already feel pretty okay about myself. And so if we can just add some millions of dollars on top of that, then what else could you really ask for? You know, if I've already got the love for my family and the love for myself, I think I'm straight.
Good. Get the hell out of here.